We got summoned by a Starner official, a man with a mustache so sharp you could calibrate a laser with it. He told us they'd found a bunch of old Star League data cores with old maps on them. They were handing out dozens of identical contracts to any Merc unit with a pulse and a jump ship. He gave us a coordinate for a remote airless moon and basically told us not to expect much low pay. Long travel but a bonus if we found anything but dust. We didn't have anything else lined up, so I took the job. The Starner general had a chest full of gold and a list of the companies brave and the bold. The hounds were at the top, the swords were in the line, while the Warren's Ransom was doing just fine. He gave us a moon and a coordinate deep where the ghosts of the Star League were likely to sleep. It's a garbage run starter, the official said, likely a ruined outpost, a mountain of scrap, just a dot on the Starner Deviant map. We've sent out 20, we've sent out more to the long-forgotten gates of the war. The journey was long and the journey was dry underneath the light of a distant moon sky. Skid was bored and Relay was too, while Hammer and Spark had nothing to do. We checked the sensors and we checked the gear, while the logic of the garbage was starting to clear. If 20 units were already out, what was the Starner brass worried about? We reached the moon, a white crater bone, standing in the silence all on our own. A ruined base and a shattered wall gate, the kind of a place that's been settled by fate. Nothing but rubble and nothing but stone, in a world where the silence has a rhythm of its own. I looked at the scanners, I looked at the gray, thinking we'd be leaving at the end of the day. Oh, she's the hammer and I'm the mechanical spark, lighting a fire in the middle of the dark, where the bolt and the chain, where the gear and the rust, betting our lives on a partnership trust. It looked like a bust, a total wash. Just a few collapsed barracks and some rusted out communication dishes. Elena was in her Marauder, scanning the perimeter, and I was in my Locust, just kicking at the dust. But there's a thing about growing up in a mine. You learn that the most important stuff isn't always on the surface. I saw a thermal blur on the side of a mountain, a tiny rhythmic pulse of heat that didn't match the lunar cycle. I called Elena over. I said, Ace, hit that rock face with a low power burst. She didn't ask questions. She just raised those PPCs and gave the mountain a Starner blue wake-up call. The rock opened up, revealing a hangar door 80 feet high, set so deep in the granite you could have walked past it for 1,000 years. And the lights, we're still on.